Welcome to my real weight loss journey. I'm Richard Greenland, and today is a progress update. We're on week 11, and so we're getting closer to that 3-month mark that I mentioned last time. So let's go ahead and just throw the weight loss chart up on the screen. As you can see, I started off, doing really well on last week. The 284.8 finally got below the 285 mark, so I'd lost 15 pounds. That night, of course, was pizza night, went up 3 pounds. That's actually more than usual. I'm not exactly sure why. Didn't think I ate more than usual, but maybe I did and just didn't realize it. The next day, I went down quite a ways, and so I was thinking, okay, we're doing well. Then life happened. We had a few things happen this past week that made it easier to eat and harder to keep disciplined, I guess, to stay disciplined. And I have not gotten to the point where eating healthy has become a habit. And so it really does depend on my motivation and discipline as of right now. I'm trying to get to the point where it's becoming a habit, but it's a little harder to do that than I thought it would be. But throughout the rest of the week, basically I stayed around 288, bumping up a little bit there one day, but I ended it out at 288. So I'm a little over 3 pounds heavier than I was last week. Definitely not good. But I do want to take the time during this video to explain why that kind of happened. And as I'm giving this explanation, this isn't really an excuse or something. It's just me trying to tell you what happened and kind of why and what I think about it. I'm not really going to go over the rules this week because this is one of those things that just happens sometimes. Like I call this channel Real Weight Loss Journey. It's real. This happens. Sometimes we're going along pretty well. Like last week was definitely a high point, low point in weight because it's going down. But it was definitely one of those things that I was real excited. This week, it started off okay, especially after getting past the Thursday night pizza night. And the next day seemed to be going down again. Looked like it was going to be great. And what happened this week is, in addition to a lot of other things that are more personal, one big thing that happened this week is that we had a bunch of people in our family get sick, including myself, though I didn't get it as bad as some of the others. But I did get, a headache and some sore throat and, just overall fatigue. One of our kids actually had and still has to some degree a really bad cough. And we were thinking, maybe it's even COVID-19. Thankfully, when we went in and got him tested, it came back negative. So no COVID-19, but still got a cold or something, caught something. And quite a few people in our family got that. Our oldest also, thankfully, he didn't get sick, but he was still recovering this whole week from his surgery to get rid of his wisdom teeth last Friday. So he's been also not a tip-top shape. And all of this, my own sickness, though it wasn't that much, taking care of the others in the family kind of drained me a bit. That and some poor choices, some of which were more changeable than others. But poor choices, poor circumstances led to us sleeping late quite a few nights. Still waking up early because I'm still doing the Ring Fit Adventure every morning at 4:30 in the morning. And so I ended up getting a lot less sleep than I usually do. And so this whole week, between the lack of sleep and being sick and a couple other things, it was just one of those weeks where you have to spend so much effort in doing something that you kind of get to the point where you just think it's not worth it. That's kind of what happened to me. For me, I basically got to the point a couple days ago or so, after experiencing some of these days already during the week, I got to the point where I was just thinking, well, I've got a few options. One, I could just say, you know what, I can't do this, there's no way, and just give up completely, throw in the towel, don't even worry about losing weight at all. Another option I had was to just wallow in guilt and shame and basically say, I'm a terrible human being for not doing this. I've got to continue doing this. I've got to lose weight. I've got to force myself, etc. Sometimes you need a little bit of a guilt trip or someone to kind of get in your face a little bit and say, hey, you can do this, go ahead and start. Keep at it. Sometimes that works. Other times it doesn't. It just makes you feel worse. This was one of those weeks where I really couldn't even get myself to start going at all. Just because of the stuff we were facing, I just felt drained. And I figured, you know what, if I do try to force myself to do all these things, I'm going to end up being even more exhausted. And so I took the third option, and that was to basically say, okay, this week is not a good week. We're just going to have a do-over on this week. I'm going to get through the week, try and just kind of salvage it a little bit, put some effort into it, but not put my best effort into it because I'm just so exhausted. And once we get through this week, then we're going to, go ahead and do it again. We're going to step right back into it and go at it. I'm still not at 100%. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice right now. This morning when I was doing my exercising, I also mentioned it on there, doing the live stream. And you could definitely hear it a lot more in my voice earlier this morning. I'm feeling a little bit better now than I was this morning. And so I'm probably not going to start right away pushing myself right into it. Maybe it'll be tomorrow or Saturday or something before I feel back to my normal self. But I'm definitely going to get back into it because this is one of those things that just happens. Everybody has off days, off weeks, off whatever. And so if it happens, it happens. Like I said, you've got a few choices. You can beat yourself up about it. You can quit completely, or you can just say, okay, we're going to get past this and we're going to keep going. It's not the end of the world. And that's what I'm choosing to do. There's no reason I can't get back onto it. I've had success already. I've lost the 15 pounds. So what if I gained back 3? I'm going to go ahead and lose that again. I've done it before. I can do it now. And I just need to keep working at it, keep making this into more of a habit. So it just becomes natural to me. This past week, definitely it was not natural for me to do this. And so I kind of went back to my old habits, searching out for comfort foods, things like that. I didn't just go crazy and just grab a whole quart of ice cream and eat that down or something like that. I didn't go crazy with the pizza, ice cream, and Cheetos. Those are some of my comfort foods. I did not do that. I did go a little bit for comfort foods, but I didn't let myself just completely, forget everything. And so I was able to hold it right around 288. But getting lower than that was just too much for me this week. So I'm definitely going to try again. Definitely going to keep going. Like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather here just to kind of get myself back to health. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to go hard. And so hopefully by this time next week, I'll be able to report that I'm down below the 285 mark again. Hopefully even more than that. We'll see. But I am definitely recommitting myself once I get feeling better. So please leave comments down below. Let me know if you faced situations like this. Most of us that have been trying to lose weight have. So let me know what it was like for you. Let me know what your choice was. Let me know any tips that help you get ready or get going again. And also let me know what helps you develop habits, because that's something that's hard for me to do, is to develop a habit. They say if you do something for 21 days straight, then it becomes a habit. I've read that that's not quite true. You can actually do it faster or slower depending on a number of things. But the idea is you just have to keep doing it from what I've read. Anybody have any shortcuts or any tricks or any ways to keep yourself motivated during that time so you actually reach the whole time that you need to get to the habits? I'd love to hear any input. So anyways, tell your friends and family, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And also every morning, Monday through Thursday and Saturdays, I'm still exercising at 4:30 in the morning Mountain Time. Catch me on Twitch. The links are down below, or you can check the Greenland Gamers YouTube channel to see the recorded stuff afterwards. So you can follow along or do whatever you want with those. So thanks for watching, and you have a great day.